Hello, welcome to the poetry reading with Fatal Brains. Good morning, good afternoon, and
Good evening.
yeah. So, how are you all doing? Let's begin the reading, and with, like as we all begin, we begin with fine lines of poet, inspiring lines. Today, I take a line from some says quote: "Do not learn how to react, learn how to respond." That's a catch line. And today we'll be having a small session with single poem from each poet. I think I could just ask Roopali ma'am to begin the show. Roopali ma'am, if you could just unmute your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
Okay. I can't
Anita, ma'am.
see. I can only see you.
Yeah.
Maybe now.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm sure you can start on your own.
Really? Yeah. Anyways, my dear friends, we'll be having a short session with a single poem from each poet. But then, let's begin with Anita, ma'am. She joined us for the first time, and please welcome her. She has got the UBS open mic. That's what I could see her from behind. So please give a round of applause and welcome.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Namaste, Prasanna ji. Hello, Roopali ma'am.
Hi.
What a pleasure to see you online.
So nice to see you here.
Thank you for inviting me on this platform. I'm really honored.
You're most welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead and begin your,
I just have a question, Mr. Prasanna. I had a poem in Hindi, but I see Richard, sir, I think, will he be able to?
You could read in any language you like,
No, but he won't be able to understand, I guess.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and read.
You are there to give a gist.
Sorry?
You can give the gist of poem. Or if you could not able to do that, it's okay, it's fine.
Okay, let me then go ahead with my poem in English rather than in Hindi.
No. Please go ahead with Hindi itself. Go ahead.
Okay. So thank you so much, esteemed poets, Mr. Prasanna, Roopali ma'am, for helping me make my debut on this amazing platform with esteemed poets. It's a huge pleasure and honor. Namaste. My Hindi poem is inspired by the legendary phoenix bird, which is known as the Amar Panchi. Roman, Chini, Arab. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible? So as I was mentioning, my poem in Hindi is titled Amar Panchi. I shall speak in Hindi now. रोमन, अरब, चीनी और भारतीय दंत कथाओं में इस पक्षी से प्रेरित यह प्राचीन मृतक ज्वलंत पक्षी से प्रेरित है, which in English is known as the mythical legendary phoenix bird, जो अपनी ही राख से पुनः जीवंत होता है. The bird rises through its own ashes. जागी हूं आज सघन अंधकार से मैं, सदियों से लिपटी बेड़ियों को पिघाल, अपनी ही राख से उठी मैं ज्वलंत अमर पंछी. कभी सीता, कभी सती, कभी द्रौपदी, कभी गांधारी, कभी मीरा, कभी देवदासी. अब नहीं मैं किसी की संपत्ति, जलाकर भस्म कर पितृसत्ता का हर जाल में, मिटा के हर कलंक युगों की रूढ़ियां में, गिरा के हर दीवार में लांघ कर हर समंदर, हर बार 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 जन्मूंगी मैं बन अमर पंछी. सदियों से लिप्त हूं मैं स्वयं की पहचान में। मैं सिर्फ घर की मर्यादा नहीं, स्वयं की पहचान हूं। स्वच्छंद हवा हूं मैं, अनंत आकाश हूं। विशाल सागर हूं मैं, धधकती आग हूं मैं। फिजा की गूंजती आवाज हूं मैं। मिसाल और मशाल हूं मैं, परिवर्तन की आंधी। खुद की मैं बुलंद पहचान हूं। एक नवल इतिहास की रचयिता हूं मैं। अमर पंछी हूं, अमर पंछी। धन्यवाद।
क्या बात, अमर पंछी, बिल्कुल एकदम very powerful indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you
Please.
so much, Anita. You're most welcome. And I heard
pleasure.
I heard you recite the poem somewhere, and I said you have to be here on this forum, and we have to hear this poem of yours.
I'm absolutely
Please,
humbled,
yes.
ma'am. You invited me on this platform.
Fantastic. So you keep coming
Absolutely.
every time, every Sunday.
Absolutely. I
Thank you
look
so
forward
much.
to each one.
Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Anita down this, for the first time with her brilliant and powerful, expressive poem, I would say. That please welcome CGA.
I didn't know I was going next. I'm going to read a poem that I wrote for an anthology specific to the region that I live in right now, which is Mississippi. So it's called Low Country Mississippi Blues is the name of the poem. This red dirt has given us our share of the blues. Cotton and rice fields, slave ports, and slave traders. Southern plantations, overseers. Sharecroppers, strange fruit found in trees. Mockingbirds, and Harper Lee. Separate and unequal, Confederate flags wave. Black codes, black texts, Jim Crow, civil rights. Emmett Till, Medgar Evers, Bo Diddley, John Lee Hooker, B.B. King, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, home of the Low Country, Mississippi, Geechee Blues, singing the songs of this red dirt, etched deep within my soul. The birthplace of hard times and sorrow, rough living and clan rallies has really taken its toll. The people from here play by our own sets of rules. Don't judge where I'm from until you've walked a mile in my antebellum shoes.
That was it, CJ. Thank you for being here, and thank you for reading out your beautiful, lines for us. Please give a round of applause to CJ Chyrel Jackson. Thanks for making it tonight. For you it is morning. Yeah. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Thank you. Please welcome Richard Spisak.
Thank you, my friend. Namaste and namaskar to all my brothers and sister poets. An honor to be here with you as always. I have a little short poem for you to share. I hope you find it amusing and maybe thought-provoking too. It's called Wonder. Fool, sit down, be still. Does it offer endless thrills? Place your fate still on the ground. Then what special measured pleasure you'll have found. Loosen limbs, relax the mind. Oh, then what subtle joy you'll find. Yet, even sitting calmly in our place, it isn't just our minds that race. Spinning on our little Earth, whizzing through the sky since birth, our little Earth spins all around at an incredible 1,000 miles an hour, we've found. And it's not just that it's spinning fast, it's tilted 23.4 degrees at last, half past the quarter hour. So watch the breeze around your knees, it ebbs and flows. And while the Earth spins round the sun every 24 hours, but every 23 hours and 56 minutes against the starry background has a far faster power in it. The spinning of the Earth is slowed by tidal sloshing, gifting, lifting, laughing, lofting. Now we know Earth spins at 1,670 kilometers per hour. But while we're grinning, compared to the Earth's rotation around the sun at 107,000 kilometers per hour, it's quite the dawdler and will never be winning. And while that double spinning goes along, to calculate other motion won't be wrong. Our solar system itself rotates around another body, the Milky Way, and we've got the measurements, it isn't fallacy, around which we're spinning at 828,000 kilometers per hour. But wait, my friends, there's yet a higher power. Let's not be late. We orbit the Milky Way at 140 miles a second as our galaxy is zooming through the gloaming at 25 miles per second. And while you're relaxing there on your bed or in a chair, just remember where you're rushing, moving so fast you might be blushing. Sitting still yourself just will not last. And think about that. You've got quite a past.
Wow, 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 wow. What a god. What's the bridge? What's the bridge? You got the astronomy, physics, and whatnot. You made us, you've given us the knowledge of it. Wow. That was brilliant, man. Come on. Richard, Spisak, 6 p.m. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Richard. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. That was lovely. It's always a pleasure having you all. Please welcome Colonel Gopal Purdhani. Sir, unmute your mic, please. Gopal Purdhani, sir. Gopal, sir, please unmute your mic. Gopal, sir, please unmute your mic. Okay, we'll take, after a long gaps, she is with us, and she is a brilliant poet and a very beautiful human being. Please welcome Lopamudra Mishra. Yes, ma'am, go ahead. Please unmute your mic, ma'am.
Audible now?
Yes, ma'am, please. Go ahead.
First of all, namaste. And thank you, Kumar Prasanna ji, for creating the beautiful ambience of poetry. Nice meeting you, Roopali ma'am, after a long time. Nice meeting you, Santosh ma'am, Meena ma'am, Sreedharan sir, and all the familiar faces, Gangalaxmi ma'am. It's my pleasure and honor to be this so. And it's always an honor. And really don't want to miss Kumar Prasanna ji's so. It's something's always special. So, without wasting much time, I would like to narrate my one. The name of my poem is The Fairy Tale Still Exists. The fairy tale still exists. I assume the fairy tale still exists. when the sun descends its throne, when the birds say adieu and return to their homes. I wait for you, holding the cup of tea in my hands, with an expectation that we will share ourselves comfortably and sip the tea peacefully, sitting face to face after those eventful hours. Our talks used to be like the bundle of grass, tender and green, fresh and lime, enough for us to refresh us from the doldrums of life. If by chance you were late or absence make my heart break, I usually felt someone of your sake coming and calling my name. We used to have tea together and share our thoughts and rejoice together. Later, I would realize it was a dream. My dreams are aware of your essence. Hence, I believe, they take help of a fairy to fill your absence. Those magical moments linger in me because of the fairy existence. Thank you.
How beautiful, ma'am. It is quite, make us ponder over and think about that. So really remarkable, beautiful fairy tale. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Miss Lopamudra Mishra. Please welcome Colonel Gopal Purdhani.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद प्रसन्ना जी और रूपाली मैडम, आपको भी आज देख के बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है। मैंने कुछ उर्दू में गजलें कही हैं, उनमें से एक गजल पेश करता हूं कि आप होते हैं तो और बात होती है, चांद के बगैर भी चांद रात। आप होते हैं तो कुछ और बात होती है, चांद के बगैर भी चांद रात होती है, जो घड़ी आपके वश में बीतती है, जो घड़ी आपके वश में गुजरती है, जीवन की वो असली सौगात होती है, जीवन की वो असली सौगात होते हैं। वो पलक उठती है तो दिन निकलता है, पलक झुकती है तो रात होती है। वल्लाह आप जब मुस्कुराते हैं मोतियों की बरसात होती है। ये एक मेरी छोटी सी गजल थी अभी पेश में। बहुत बहुत नमस्कार आप सबको। रूपाली मैम नमस्कार।
क्या बात है सर, बहुत खूब। रूपाली मैम, like, go ahead, ma'am. You could react.
Colonel Gopal Purdhani writes of so many things, but most of all, he writes of love, and he writes of peace, and he writes about humanity. And I've always said that a soldier is the last person who wants war. A soldier always seeks peace. And he's a perfect example of it. Thank you so much. When you talk about love, whether it's at home or in the world, in the universe, you're giving us a message all the time. Thank you so much.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैडम।
Thank you, sir. That was lovely. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Lantern Carrier.
Thank you, my brother. Un momento. Where have you gone, my beloved? The journey home. Lashed against the merciless illusions of pleasure. Lashed against the merciless illusions of pleasure and pain, like a rock at sea to an unforgiving wave, I remain lonely and insecure, searching for my beloved in quest of my true home. Long had I bled along the path of thorns, seeking out roses, drifting further and further away from my interior castle, by the lure of demonic shadows. The wiles of material seductions were indeed subtle and persuasive. As a child, I was full of spirit and conviction. I flew on faith to perennial entities, held visionary dances with wolves, and even pulled the moon down to sketch kisses across its face of beauty. I traveled 4,000 miles to a new land of pageantry and allure, got caught in the cravings of mundane desires. Amnesia, unlike that of an aging soul, came very quickly. I bask in new ventures of wanton attachments, pushing the old self to one side as it became inconvenient to satisfying my wants and needs. I became entangled, roaming in an arid desert where I wept God's rain. Now I recognize the need to free myself from this intricate web of transience. Oh, love, you are the candle in my adversity. You are the foliage, the perched bird that I am, and the struggle which gave me feathers so I could fly. Oh, jewel of my heart, I know this secret. Oh, my beloved, where are you? Come. Your outer beauty is like a matchless pearl, your inner splendor timeless, unspoken, and immortal. Your pleasant scent, your arresting aroma, once tantalized my being, gave me hope in this dunya of sorrows. Now I beseech you to return and pilot my inner vessel to the golden shores of the beyond. The smile of your tenderness dances like snowflakes in the breeze, calligraphing its sweetness in my soul. The dawn of winter's charm, the silvery moon peeping through the heavens, serves to remind me of your cute gaze, which once peered into my heart of silence. Come, my beloved. Having been burnt and refashioned on the anvil of the alchemist like an ancient sword, I'm now ready to ascend to greatness. Wrap me in your enduring love and take me safely home. And so I dance in the flames of an effulgent light, my soul filled with the wonder of a trillion marvels. London Carey, thank you.
You never failed to amaze me, sir. No, I got lost in your voice always. With the layers, I like the layers of your writing and the expression. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was Manatita Hutchinson, Latin career. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Gargi Saha.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for inviting me, sir, in this platform of poetry. Today, my poem is entitled Selfies. Grand rectangular smart devices provides facility to take a picture and also a selfie. The present generation accommodated the practice of taking selfies in schools, colleges, offices, while eating, sleeping, walking, studying, buying, selling. In several activities of the day, selfies taken randomly, be it alone or a group, and posted in Facebooks, liked, shared, and felt to be the tip of the hat, ruling the roost. And the saga of authority, dominance, affiliation continues. None to prevent this glaring addiction. Man is a social animal, ought to be civic, human, hilarious, but he has left his common sense somewhere in histories. Busy taking selfies, he is becoming obsolete and is hardly enjoying the vast azure expanse above of the blue oceans. How overcome this magnetic addiction is a strange prediction. Thank you.
Wow. Nice take on selfies. Oh, beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Gargi Saha with her poem, Selfies.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Please welcome Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur.
Thank you, Prasanna. Quite unexpected. I didn't think it got me so soon. Little while ago, a very young colleague of mine, she called up and then she said, ma'am, you have put a picture of yours somewhere where, you're looking younger than I'm sure you are. So I said, what the hell? What do you mean? I said, that picture was taken just some months ago. And she said, really? which we haven't met for some time. So then I thought I'd read this poem. This is called Evening Shades. And I've read this, I think, before, but it's all about growing, slowly aging. We're all growing older. Evening Shades. Slowly, warily, almost without a whisper, evening came upon me. Sunsets are tired times. Birds fly home and traffic jams sap energy. Returning home is a longing and acceptance. The day's work is done. I didn't notice the sky had turned orange and pink and the wispy clouds had spread across. I didn't look out for the setting sun. I didn't say goodbye. I don't know when evening set in and when I began to walk slow. I did not feel the darkness deepen. I didn't know it was time to go. My eyes dimmed the bright gold of the sunlight, and my hair has silver streaks of gray. My voice trembles just a wee bit, and my heart no longer sings of May. I miss the sunrise lying late in bed, and I skip the sunset for supper. Sometimes I hear a creaking sound, and it's certainly not my springy bed. It's your bones, your body cackles. They're telling you you're growing old. Your flesh cleaves and you shiver with cold. Slowly, warily, without telling, shades of evening have come upon me. I don't know when twilight set in and when I began to walk slow. I did not feel the darkness deepen. I did not know it was time to go. Thank you so much.
It was sweet, ma'am. That was sweet, very much. Of your own, everybody could think about it and just, I mean, look within. I was like, it's amazing how you put in the words. I was like, very Santosh ma'am, I would like you to react. I want to respond on this poem. So this, you would be well. Please unmute your mic. Yes, please unmute your mic, ma'am.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And Roopali ji, you're looking very, very glorious, very, very gorgeous, very, very glamorous. And you have a spring in your walk and a lilt in your voice. And I don't see the setting sun. I see the morning sun. Although my latest book is Sunset in a Cup. And you have to go on and on. You are a beautiful poet, a beautiful heart full of love for everyone. So keep on going on. And we look forward to meeting again. Just
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Seconded, Dr. Roopali, seconded. You are as charming and gorgeous as you ever were, and carrying it with grace and beauty.
Thank you.
And red suits you. Red suits you.
Grace personified. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Please welcome Sreedharan Parokode.
Hi. Am I audible, Ji? Yeah. It's a very short poem. It's titled The Perplexed. The Perplexed. The washing machine does not understand the feeling of the clothes inside. The washing machine does not understand the feelings of the clothes inside. When houses are made mere guest houses, relatives are with the shaking hands and chocolates. Relatives are with the shaking hands and chocolates. Thank you.
Wow, how cute. It was, if it was a selfie by Gargi ma'am in your own washing machine. What a beautiful cake. Beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Sreedharan. Please welcome Dr. Santosh Bakaya.
Hello. Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you, all of you, all wonderful poets. And it's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you once again. So the poem, a short one that I'm going to read, is again from my book, Under the Apple Boughs, which was written in the year 2017. And the last part of it is dedicated to West Africa, Ghana. And so this is the poem, Rage, Rage. And this poem just wrote itself when I was standing near the Osikan beach, Accra, Ghana, West Africa, 20th May 2016. So I'm going to recite that for you. Rage, rage, come on, wondrous sea. Do not wring your hands in impotent rage, but rage on against the emasculating poverty, suffocating captivity, ravaging humanity. Rage on against the searing flames of injustice. Why beat your head against the rocks? It only mocks your indignation. Rage on against unfair discrimination. Rage on with a fierce urgency. Oh, benevolency, in your lashing, thrashing, clashing, slashing, teeth gnashing. I read a message of hope. Don't headbang and mope. Can't you see? Things are grave, they say. But rage on. Soon cometh the hour when things will be better. Hush, tarry a while and listen. Let your eyes glisten with a new hope. Oh, benevolent sea, rage on against the unspeakable horrors of a world gone crazy. Rage on, and give shape to those contours of peace hazy. Don't you see what I see? I glimpse hope, dancing like a ballerina on the tip of a wave. Things are not all that grave, oh benevolent sea. The tidal wave of justice just waits in the shadows as faith hopscotches on the sun-drenched meadows. Thank you so much.
As always, ma'am, as always, very strong. I mean, like energetic. That is what I always feel about your, utterance. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Santosh Bakaya. Please welcome Dr. Miss Meena Chauhan.
Good evening, Prasanna and all my poet. आज मैं हिंदी में है मेरा पोएम, और ये पोएम किताब छपी है एक प्रतिबिंब करके, और इनकी संपादिका है कुमुद बालाजी, और आज ही आया है ये किताब, तो इसी में से मैं पढ़ देती हूँ। शायद मैंने पहले भी पढ़ा होगा, लेकिन मैं इसमें से एक पोएम पढ़ देती हूँ। काश जिंदगी एक किताब होती, काश जिंदगी एक किताब होती, पढ़ सकती मैं कि आगे क्या होगा। काश जिंदगी एक किताब होती, पढ़ सकती मैं कि आगे क्या होगा। क्या पाऊंगी मैं, बचा दिल खोएगा, कब थोड़ी खुशी मिलेगी, कब दिल रोएगा। काश जिंदगी एक किताब होती, फाड़ सकती उन लम्हों को जिसने मुझे रुलाया, फाड़ सकती उन लम्हों को जिसने मुझे रुलाया, जोड़ती उन पन्नों को जिसने मुझे हंसाया, जोड़ती उन पन्नों को जिसने मुझे हंसाया। काश जिंदगी एक किताब होती, वक्त से आंखें चुराकर पीछे टूटे सपनों को जोड़कर फिर से सजाती, कुछ पल के लिए मैं भी मुस्कुराती। वक्त से आंखें चुराकर पीछे टूटे सपनों को जोड़ फिर से सजाती, कुछ पल के लिए मैं भी मुस्कुराती। काश जिंदगी एक किताब होती। छोटी सी जिंदगी है, हर बात से खुश रहो, कोई रुला और कोई रूठा हो आपसे, उसके अंदाज से खुश रहो। छोटी सी जिंदगी है, हर बात से खुश रहो, कोई रूठा हो आपसे, उसके अंदाज से खुश रहो। जो लौट कर नहीं आ पाता, उसकी यादों में खुश रहो। जो लौट कर नहीं आ पाता, उसकी यादों में खुश रहो। काश एक जिंदगी किताब होती। प्रोफेसर, छोटी सी कविता। थैंक यू।
छोटी सी बात पर बहुत गहराई है इस आपकी वो बातों में और लाइंस में। बहुत छोटी सी जिंदगी है। बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब मैम, बहुत खूब।
थैंक यू।
Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome PrabhaSastri Joshuyala.
Good evening to everybody. నా కవితా శీర్షిక పేరు ఎందుకు. అవును అవును, ఈరోజు ఎందుకో ఏదో ఎలాగో ఉంది. ఎందుకో ఏదో ఎలాగో ఉంది. ఎదపైన సమ్మెటతో కొడుతున్నట్టు లోపల తెలియని బాధ ఏదో. పూబాటలో మెత్తని తివాసి, అవునా? లానుపైన మనం కలిసి నడిచిన రోజులు, 7 అడుగుల గుర్తులు చూడు ఎలా చూస్తున్నాయో, వెక్కిరిస్తున్నాయి. వెన్నెల రాత్రి చందమామలాగా నీ ఒడిలో దాగిన జ్ఞాపకాల దొంతర్లు గుండెలో ఇంకా చెరగలేదు. ఇంతలో నువ్వెక్కడో నేనెక్కడో, నడిరేయి చుక్కల్లా మిణుకుమని కలవరిస్తున్నాయి. అందుకే నీ ప్రతిమ కాగితంపై చిత్రించి చూసుకుని సంతసించి కొంచెతో దిద్దాను. ఇంతకన్నా నిన్ను ఎలా దాచుకోగలను? చెప్పు మరి చెల్లి. నమస్కారం.
Lovely description. The poet has this feeling of, holding her beloved in the piece of art, and that's treasured, whatever the feelings went on during the, togetherness in the painting form. So that's, she, what do you call, immortalized her feelings through painting her beloved picture. So that is in the form of the poetry. It's so beautiful lines and beautiful expression. Thank you, Ma'am PrabhaSastri. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Everybody, thank you everybody.
అంతే కదా, నేను చెప్పింది కరెక్టే కదా? Yeah, thank you.
ప్రేమని మర్చిపోలేవు.
Yeah, we can never forget our love. So that is what she is trying to express. She's second Gopal Purdhani, sir. Please welcome Shyama Prasad Patnaik. Shyama sir, please unmute your mic.
Thanks, Prasanna sir, for inviting me to recite my poem. The poem which I am going to recite is having the title, Love's Separation Widens Vacuum. It's all about love separation. Oh, sweetheart, whenever you leave me forlorn, soul's vacuum widens. My euphoric dreams transform into weary sojourn of scary episodes. Sweet water lake of my romantic oasis turns into barren desert. Your cozy aura around me provides me with soothing comfort. In solitude, gap widens, surging emotional tides seldom find anchor. Our little separation widens hollow at this mature love's juncture. Your absence leads me into dementia, a gruesome psychic condition. Your enchanting love enriches every nook and cranny of romantic garden. Wonder whether void could replenish on your gracious, serene reappearance. Blanks brimmed by your amorous love's elixir and indelible fragrance. And that is the end of my poem. Thank you for watching and listening.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. Excellent. Is it your personal experience or something? What, yeah. Beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please, welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to recite a poem today. The title is Death Comes Once. Death Comes Once. Today is a World Heart Day. Let me speak that heart attacks are very common these days. Risk factors are family history, genetics, birth control pills increase risk of heart disease, cocaine, smoking, marijuana use can increase risk of heart attack. My poem, Death Comes Once, continues like this. The echo of his voice makes me tremble, my truant pen slips. The echo of his voice makes me tremble, my truant pen slips. When he had his first cardiac attack, I cannot look to his sad eyes. When he had his first cardiac attack, I cannot look to his sad eyes. When the night goes heavy, I watched him very close in the dark. When the night goes heavy, I watched him very close in the dark. Not knowing what to do with grief, I start tearing papers from my book. Not knowing what to do with grief, I start tearing papers from my book. His beating, throbbing heart knows our unspeakable love tales. My heart yearns to connect and embrace his good heart. His beating, throbbing heart knows our unspeakable love tales. My heart yearns to connect and embrace his good heart. What should I do? Who would help me? In his good old days, I told him to take care of his own heart. What should I do? Who would help me? In his good old days, I told him to take care of his own heart. I made him to promise, say not to smoking, stress, cholesterol, blood pressure. I made him to promise, say no to smoking, stress, cholesterol, blood pressure. But a solution could never happen. Now there is wide wilderness of his making. But solution could never happen. Now there is wide wilderness of his making. Heart diseases are totally preventable if one eats plenty of heart-friendly foods, limit salt, control cholesterol, stop tobacco use, alcohol, consume less sugar, increase physical activity. Heart diseases are totally preventable if one eats plenty of heart-friendly foods, limit salt, control cholesterol, stop tobacco use, alcohol, consume less sugar, increase physical activity. Now death makes it over, makes his family so forlorn. A voice from within told me rather teasingly, death comes once only. Now death makes it over, makes his family so forlorn. A voice from within told me rather teasingly, death comes once only. Thank you, Prasanna. Poem is over.
Very true, ma'am. Very true. And that's the reality. You got to live only once, and so that this once. So beautifully expressed, ma'am. I always bring out these messages every day. I salute you, both you and some of us, for tireless effort. Maybe just like
I think one of the heart healthy activities is to be on the fertile brains. No? Huh? That is the most heart healthy. You don't get samosas to eat or burfis, and wherever you go, you're being offered all these unhealthy food, and then it's so difficult to stay. So I think the best is to come here. Be very heart healthy. Thank you, Prasanna. It's all yours.
Totally agree. Very educational.
Listening poems keeps your heart healthy. Listening each other, that's the best part of being here.
exactly, man. Exactly. Please welcome, please give a round of applause, my dear friends, and please welcome Shalini Nandkeolyar after she joined us after a long gap.
Good evening to everyone, and it really feels absolutely wonderful to be back here in the Fertile Brains. And yes, it's all heart, heart, and heart. Thank you so much for having me here again. Just read a short poem. The moon peeps in through the window, highlighting the sands in my hourglass. The moon peeps in through the window, highlighting the sands in my hourglass. I gaze at the remnants of all that has gone, images that are lost in the spirals of smoke, fires long spent, moments burnt out, whispers lost in the void. Beneath the ashes, where phoenixes hibernate to resurrect triumphant with a glorious plumage of renewed power, beauty, to arise one day yet again, to usher in a new dawn, a new age, where rivers embrace the falling dew, to frolic with the dancing leaves, the fragrant breeze, sprinkled with white flowers, unending green pastures, the sky's crimson blushes with the sun rising deep within, and life comes a full circle. Thank you.
Exactly, ma'am. Life's come to the full circle. Who would like to respond or react? Remember, not to react, but it is respond.
बहुत वेलकम है और बहुत अच्छी कविता, इतने सालों के बाद शायद हमने आपको देखा है। आते रहिए, बड़ा अच्छा लगा।
मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ
really, I see you I think 2 years back, I think so I really nice, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपको देख के, वेलकम है।
मुझे भी ये बिल्कुल, ये जो एक खुशी की लहर जो है ना, वो सबको देख करके, so I'm absolutely blessed to be back again here, and thank you so much.
Thank you,
Meena ji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome Noor, which is otherwise known as Sara Arshad. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Hello, Prasanna. Hello, Shalini ji, Roopali ji, everyone. Actually, I am also feeling very excited to see Shalini after such long, and I was missing her sweet prayer, which she used to start before a show, and her sweet voice always enchanted my mind, and I captured my feelings. Shalini, thank you very much, and it's an honor to read after you. The poem's title is I Wish for Good. Mingling between thoughts, I wish for good. Good days were there where once I stood. My share of happiness was taken away. I never knew him, still wanted him to stay. But left after receiving sadness in my share. Want to sit, want to stay quiet for centuries. As a silent ocean with waves of a few memories. I have nothing in my hand now. I will recover, but I don't know how. Bound to smile, bound to love was never my choice. Knew that I live for others, just praying for inner joys. Amen. This is my story, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, that is what I was, thinking. I mean, I was about to ask you that, what was yeah, that was nice. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Sara Arshad. Please welcome Isaac Cohen. Isaac, please unmute your mic. Isaac, kindly unmute your mic, please. Isaac Cohen. Please welcome Saraswati. Yeah, please, Isaac, please unmute your mic. Isaac, would you please unmute your mic?
Yeah.
Unmute, please. Unmute.
Yes. 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 Isaac Cohen, the virtue of Jasmine. Dear Jasmine, your color is pure like wings of angels. Your fragrance resembles the scent of peace. How amazing to put you on my hair and sense the peace rolling the world. All the babies cheer around. Seedlings of peace grow and cover the universe. And the second, wait a minute.
Yes, only one, Isaac. Isaac, one.
Yes, yes. Yes. Isaac Cohen. Picture. I'm roaming the area. The stillness screams. I remember the lovely girl I visited yesterday. The walls odor of soot lingers in my nose. I think love can renew life like the phoenix and resurrect the body. The eyes of a little child will overcome all evil. Thank you, Isaac Cohen, Israel.
Certainly, love can bring light in their life. Thank you, my dear Isaac. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. It was Isaac Cohen. Please welcome Saraswati Poswal.
Hello, good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam to everyone. Very nice to be here. Thank you so much, Prasanna ji. It was lovely hearing everyone. Meenu ma'am, it was marvelous. Roopali ma'am, amazing. All of you, and Santosh Bakaya ma'am, I'm a fan of you all. I just keep on listening. I was outside, but I listened to everyone there. So I could not respond you back, but I thought to reply you all. All were marvelous, and listening your words, it inspires me a lot to be here. want to come and touch you all, listen you all here. It's amazing. So I'll start with one of my poem today. It's Meenu ma'am, as you inspired me last time in the meeting, I've written one Punjabi poem of mine. I'll go with that. Hope you'll like it. याद है मैनू वो गुजरा जमाना, याद है मैनू वो गुजरा जमाना, याद है मैनू वो गुजरा जमाना, मेरी नानी दे हत्थ दा साग नू बनाना। याद है मैनू वो गुजरा जमाना, मेरी नानी दे हत्थ दा साग नू बनाना। ਚਾਟੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੁੱਧ ਤੇ ਰਬੜੀ ਬਣਾਣਾ, ਚਾਟੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੁੱਧ ਤੇ ਰਬੜੀ ਬਣਾਣਾ। ਸਾਡਾ ਉਂਗਲੀਆਂ ਛੱਟਦੇ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਣਾ, ਸਾਡਾ ਉਂਗਲੀਆਂ ਛੱਟਦੇ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਣਾ। ਮੱਖਣ ਦਾ ਮੱਕੀ ਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਤੇ ਪਿਘਲ ਜਾਣਾ, ਮੱਖਣ ਦਾ ਮੱਕੀ ਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਤੇ ਪਿਘਲ ਜਾਣਾ। ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ, ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ। ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਨਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਨਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਕੰਧਾਂ ਤੇ ਬਿਠਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਨਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਕੰਧੇ ਤੇ ਬਿਠਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੇਲੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਜਾਣਾ। ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ। ਨਾਨਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਨਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਕੰਧੇ ਤੇ ਬਿਠਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੇਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਜਾਣਾ। ਉੱਥੇ ਜਲੇਬੀ ਤੇ ਰਬੜੀ ਖਿਲਾਣਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਲੇਬੀ ਤੇ ਰਬੜੀ ਖਿਲਾਣਾ। ਕੁਸ਼ਤੀ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਤੇ ਛਿੰਝ ਵਿਖਾਣਾ, ਕੁਸ਼ਤੀ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਤੇ ਛਿੰਝ ਦਿਖਾਣਾ। ਲੱਕੜੀ ਦੇ ਝੂਲੇ ਤੇ ਝੂਲਾ ਝੁਲਾਣਾ, ਲੱਕੜੀ ਦੇ ਝੂਲੇ ਤੇ ਝੂਲਾ ਝੁਲਾਣਾ। ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ, ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ। ਮੇਰੇ ਮਾਮਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚੁਟਕਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਸੁਣਾਣਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਮਾਮਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚੁਟਕਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਸੁਣਾਣਾ। ਉਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਵਰਾਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੰਜੇ ਢਾ ਕੇ ਸੋਣਾ, ਉਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਵਰਾਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੰਜੇ ਢਾ ਕੇ ਸੋਣਾ। ਪੱਖੇ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਕੌਣ ਸੋਏਗਾ, ਪੱਖੇ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਕੌਣ ਸੋਏਗਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਨੋਕ ਝੋਕ ਹੋਣਾ। ਪੱਖੇ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਕੌਣ ਸੋਏਗਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਨੋਕ ਝੋਕ ਹੋਣਾ। ਔਰ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਹੱਸਦੇ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਖੁੱਲੇ ਗਗਨ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸਭ ਦਾ ਨੱਚਦੇ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਖੁੱਲੇ ਆਸਮਾਨ ਵਿੱਚ, ਆਸਮਾਨ ਤਲੇ ਸੋ ਜਾਣਾ। ਸੌਰੀ ਫॉर द ਮਿਸਟੇਕ। ਹੱਸਦੇ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਖੁੱਲੇ ਆਂਗਨ ਵਿੱਚ, ਆਸਮਾਨ ਤਲੇ ਸੋ ਜਾਣਾ। ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ, ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ। ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਸੀ ਦਾ ਕੂਏ ਤੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਭਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ, ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਸੀ ਦਾ ਕੂਏ ਤੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਭਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ। ਮਟਕੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਰ ਤੇ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਣਾ, ਮਟਕੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਰ ਤੇ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਣਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੀਤ ਗੁੰਗੁਨਾਣਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੀਤ ਗੁੰਗੁਨਾਣਾ। ਮੇਰਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਵਾਲ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਣਾ, ਮੇਰਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਵਾਲ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਣਾ। ਮਾਸੀ ਦੀ ਕੁੜਤੀ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਭਿੱਜ ਜਾਣਾ। ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ, ਮਾਸੀ ਦੀ ਕੁੜਤੀ ਦਾ ਭਿੱਜ ਜਾਣਾ। ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾ ਜ਼ਮਾਨਾ।
एक्सीलेंट एक्सीलेंट एक्सीलेंट।
मुझे आपको पसंद आई होगी।
बिल्कुल मैम, एकदम याद है मुझे वो गुजरा जमाना। सिंपल।
It was nostalgic. I was very small, young, and I used to go to Punjab, and the typical, the way they used to cook the saag in that mitti ke pots mein, they used to cook the food. The chulla, there was chullas and all. So I've seen those things, and I've observed those smell, those taste, essence, and I used to go with Nana ji. That nostalgic feeling came to me when I heard the poem of Meenu ma'am last time. Then I thought to pour down these words, like what we used to see. And now there's a lot of change. That Punjab is also not the same way. Everyone has the closed houses and ACs and all. That time there were no ACs. We used to sleep in the open areas. So this was my poem of nostalgia.
Very rustic feel.
उम्मीद है सबको पसंद आई होगी। Thank you, धन्यवाद धन्यवाद।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Saraswati Poswal. Please welcome
so much
Jennifer Garniters. Jennifer.
Everybody, I'm happy to be back. I'm going to do two poems. First is titled.
Ma'am, only one this session.
The one?
Yeah.
Okay. I do love one. I'll pick off the other one for another time. Okay. This is called together we remain. Decades I've enjoyed your hand in mine, going through ups and downs. Let go. Our love, our trust keeps us without. Calm as the ocean, as beautiful as the sunset, are the love of my life. Me through joy, through strife. You are in me. I am in you. Are together now and forever. Thank you.
You are in me and I am in you. That's the catch of the year. A poem, a line is ever cherishing. And please give a round of applause, my dear friend. That was Jennifer with her poem. Please.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer, for coming and gracing the occasion. Please welcome Isabell VanMerlin.
Oh, Prasanna, I wasn't sure I was going to make it this morning. I struggled. I was going to read a different poem, but I got a text from a friend of mine in New England, and I would like to read it. It's from Zandashe Lorelia Brown. I'm not familiar with this poet, and it's very short. I dream of never being called resilient again in my life. I'm exhausted by strength. I want support. I want softness. I want ease. I want to be amongst kin, not patted on the back for how well I take a hit or for how many. That's it. So this is where I'm getting my support from you, all you beautiful people. Thank you. I'm amongst the kin of poets. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. How would I respond to your, those lines? Roopali, ma'am, would you like to say something? Anybody?
I just love her poems. They're so full of feeling and meaning. And today, we are reading just one poem because, I must share this. It was my idea that we should shorten it because Prasanna's lost his cousin and he's been all day long at the funeral, and I thought he would be very tired. So I suggested that we just read one poem. But now that we're just reading one poem, Prasanna, I feel I wish we were not reading one poem and we were reading more poems, And but I think we'll do this next week, and thank you so much for all the beautiful poems that we've heard this evening, and I think we still have more. But I also wanted to share that Isaac, he takes his own sweet time to recite and all, but he's a musician and he sings with a band. And he sways around, and he sings. So I think one day we should find out more about our poets, Prasanna. I think we should find out more about our poets.
Exactly, ma'am. Exactly. We should explore each poet, in fact, I would say. I think I could go ahead with reading my poem. Maybe that's we'll finish that this evening. Hope I am audible. Yes, I'm audible. Fail to hold. Fail to hold, it was vain attempt of mine to entrench my feeling within. They flattered and freed themselves to enjoy the bountiful nature, to express their emotions. My feelings took a flight of imagination and made the sky as a canvas, painted the exotic images of love, lust, anger, and hunger. They scribbled poetry on the parchment of clouds, weaved stories of fairies and demons. Vain was my attempt to arrest my thoughts as they took the ship and left for a voyage to row across the seven seas to make a rendezvous with bliss and happiness. Danced with lapping waves on the songs of romance. I failed to hold my thoughts and feelings. I let them soar and taste the resplendence of joy of living. I failed to hold. Thank you. Thank you, and thanks for understanding, and thank you for being here, and thank you, Anita ma'am, for making it for the first time, and we loved your presence, your beautiful poetry, your expression. Please keep coming and share your poetry and all. So thank you, my dear friends. See you next
Thank
week.
you.
Same day.
Prasanna, I'm really sorry about your.
Uh,
Okay, thank you so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you. Love you. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Prasanna.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.